There's been a glitch that's been happening on Facebook Marketplace this week, okay? Now, in this video, I'm going to show you a workaround for this glitch so that if it happens to you, you can still list. I'm going to give you two different ways. It's happened to me on one of my personal accounts. The other one's still unaffected, but that's how I've been testing different things out, right? So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do multiple listings using a spreadsheet on personal Facebook Marketplace. I'm also going to show you how you can use a mobile emulator to also list on Facebook Marketplace from the computer pretty quickly, okay? Now, this glitch that's been happened to me, but I thought originally it was just happening to me, and I was like, oh my God, here we go again. Facebook is like, it rolls out features differently to like different users at different times, so I just figured it was a glitch, and then it kept happening. But I noticed a lot more people in a lot of the groups basically saying like this same glitch was happening to them, right? And so what it is when you go to create a new listing or you go to edit a current listing, you get this error that pops up on the screen that's like this, right? And basically what it says is this page isn't available right now. This may be because of a technical error that we're working on to get fixed. Try reloading this page. And you can reload and reload and reload, but that thing just stays there. Now, for whatever reason, you're still able to do multiple uploads when you create multiple listings at once. And for whatever reason, you're still able to edit and create new listings on mobile. Obviously, this is a glitch currently. Hopefully, they fix it relatively soon. In the meantime, these workarounds will help you so that you can continue listing. So the first thing you're going to want to do is if you go to create multiple listings right here, you can find this on your selling dashboard. You can find it under your listings, under shipping orders, I believe under sales. So it's not hard to find. Just go find this where you can actually go ahead and list. And instead of creating a new listing, because you'll see if I create a new listing or if I try to edit any current listing, I get that error message that pops up and says, hey, you need to reload this page. It doesn't work. And that's exactly what it looks like, right? And I get the same error message if I try to, edit a listing as well. So what you want to do is you want to create multiple listings. And the way that you're going to do this is it's going to allow you to download a spreadsheet template where you can then input that stuff in there, right? You can put the title, you can put the description, you can put the price of the item, you can obviously upload photos, and I'll show you how to do that, okay? So what you want to do is if you don't have a template yet, download the template. You'll get something that looks like this. And you just want to drag these over so you can kind of see the columns. But realistically, you don't need all these columns that they're suggesting, at least if you're drop shipping, you're not really worried about the specific variations that they're going to give you, okay? So instead, what you only really need is the title, obviously the price that you're marking it up to, the condition. I always pretty much list in new condition. Every once in a while I'll do used, but it's mainly new. The available quantity and the shipping price, right? If you have a shipping price of free, if you offer free shipping, all these should be zeros, right? If you charge for shipping, I always charge $5 for shipping so I can mark my prices down a little bit more. Then obviously the shipping price will be whatever you want it to be, right? Available inventory is the quantity that you want in there. I used to start it at 7, then I went to 50, now I'm at 100. I've had no issues listing almost 150 a day with 100 available inventory for months now, right? So I just do it that way. That way I don't really ever have to worry about keeping items in stock unless obviously it's selling a lot. Then I'll go back and I'll change the inventory and raise it, right? So your spreadsheet should pretty much look like this when you want to start adding products, okay? You're going to have blank title columns, blank price columns, blank description, okay? All these depending on how many you want to upload, and I would recommend starting small. Like, don't go out and build a spreadsheet of 50 because this does glitch out every once in a while. And for the most part, like every 8 out of 10 times this works perfectly, and every 2 out of 10 times my VAs run into a problem where it glitches out uploading multiple ones, right? But usually it works. But that's why I say start small, do like 5 to 10 at a time, and just move through it that way, right? So let's just do one as an example to show you here. You can obviously build out the spreadsheet and just go down rows as many products as you possibly want. So all we're going to do is we're going to come back to a product. I have e-commerce image downloader, which is this plugin that's going to download all the pictures from the listing. And obviously ZDrop does that as well, okay? So you're going to need those plugins, whether it's ZDrop or it's e-commerce image downloader. This is a free plugin that you can download on the Google Chrome store. But those you're going to need later when we upload the pictures when we're actually in Facebook Marketplace. First thing we're going to do is copy the title. So we come paste the title in there. Next thing we're going to do is paste the description in there. And what you want to do in the spreadsheet is you want to click in the spreadsheet, because if you just paste it there, it's going to drop it down because it's usually bullet points on Amazon. Now, if you're doing this on a different site, obviously it's going to be slightly different. So play around with it, paste it in there so all your description goes in there. And then you just want to mark the price up. So I typically mark prices up about 40%. I'm just going to gut shot this at, like, we'll say $239. just to kind of keep this moving so I don't have to actually calculate it. We'll say 239. So now what we're going to do is we're going to save this, and we're going to upload a CSV instead of downloading the template, okay? So there we're going to upload FBM. Check your spreadsheet for errors, always pops up, don't worry about that. And now you'll notice, okay, it put the title in, it put the description in, it didn't change the price. Every once in a while, it either will miss the title, it'll miss the description, it'll miss the price, or any number of those things, but that rarely happens. Most of the time it uploads them all, right? You'll see if you upload like 10 or 20 at a time, the majority of them upload fine, and then you just need to add the pictures and kind of edit it, but every once in a while it'll miss one. But this is a workaround that's working currently, and it still allows you to A, edit items, or add new items if you need to. So then you're going to come over and click the draft button so that you can edit these. And now we just need to download the pictures, right? So download the main images. They're going to pop all the way up down here. Then we're going to add the photos, grab them right there. I downloaded them twice by accident. And so the title looks fine. Obviously, I would go through and change these and space the description out, but for the sake of like just showing you right here and not really kind of, taking a lot of time, I'm not going to really do much to this. I think I said it was 239. Again, I just want to power through this to show you. Again, I would add tags, but again, I'm going to power through this to show you. I'm going to hide it for my friends, and then I'm going to click Done Editing. Your entire process here doesn't change. Done Editing, and then you should pop it up over here, and it'll say Ready to Publish, okay? And then obviously if you have 5 here, if you have 10 here, you're going to do all of those at once and then publish them all. Since I only have one to show you as a test, we're going to publish that one. And then it should pop up there and say it's active. So that's how you do it with multiple listings and a spreadsheet. That's the workaround. The other workaround is using a mobile emulating software like you see here on computer, so that you can, because for whatever reason it still works on computer, or on mobile, excuse me. You can still edit from your phone. You can still create new listings from your phone. The issue with that is you can't really use a move over software like a ZDrop or an FBM Fox. Now, little caveat here, I have an iPhone. I'm sure the majority of you watching this probably live within the US and have an iPhone, right? If you have an Android, ZDrop makes a plugin for Android that you can use. I've never tested it. I know it exists, so you might want to look into that, right? But the same thing goes here. So this one right here is called LCD, I believe. LD Player. It's a mobile emulator that I downloaded. I'm testing it out. What my VAs were using for the past 2 days were BlueStacks. I've talked about BlueStacks in other videos on like how you can use an emulator to list on OfferUp and places that like only use mobile. So this works very, very well. BlueStacks, I stand behind 100%. LD right now, I'm testing out to see if it works. I kind of like it. I like BlueStacks a little bit better, but they both do the job, right? So same thing, you're just going to download the images here. You're going to drag the images over, just like you always would. You're going to copy the title. Obviously, you want to change the title up a little bit, but just for the sake of showing you here, put the title in, and maybe we'll change the quantity. We up the price. We change the category. We put the description in. We hide it from friends. We click next, and we list from the mobile emulator, right? So that's just 2 workarounds that are going to let you list. If this is currently affecting you, obviously that's very, very valuable because you can still list and you can still edit items. If it's not affecting you, it's just valuable tools to have in your tool belt in case it does happen in the future. Who knows with Facebook Marketplace? It's all over the place. Also, who knows with shops? It's all over the place. So these are good ideas to have. They're good, tools to have in your tool belt, and they're going to help you in the future if you ever run into these issues if you're not currently facing them right now, all right?